Well, hello. Welcome to Chillin With Chronically Happy. I'm not even going to pretend I have my crap together today because I don't. I am such a hot mess today. Oh my gosh, my neuropathy, my bald head. But look, in this lighting, you can see my beautiful gray coming in, guys. Oh, my neighbors are loud as F right now. Nice. But look at my beautiful gray coming in. I am so happy. You can see my beautiful gray. You can see my bald spots. Look at my bald spots here. Oh yes, I am doing beautiful with my hair. I need to make a change. I need to do something. This is not okay. My hair is not okay. I need a change, a desperate change. I am getting a flood of test results from my rheumatologist, and I don't know what to make of any of the results. And my hypochondriac, hyperfixated ADHD self really wants to know everything to do about every little thing about what could be going on or what might not be going on in my body. But what I am going to do is I am going to do my best to just trust my doctor and trust that he has seen all the results. And I do have questions, but I already have an appointment for a follow-up to discuss these results in a month. Why? Oh my gosh, why does this... It just drives my anxiety through the roof because I get to see the results. It's best that I just don't even look, honestly. Honestly, it's best I don't even look. I don't know what he ordered. I don't know what to the extent of everything he ordered, but he has ordered a whole bunch of repeat tests that I've had done from my immunologist. Alright, I forgot what I was even saying, but I need to get another flower in my hair. This is going to be my new look. I'm going to be doing my hair up every day. I'm going to do flowers. So I have a lot of flowers to be making, honestly. So this is the one I'm really working on right now. I think this one's gorgeous. I had taken apart several of my flowers to make this one. And I'm trying to get the clip to stay on right now with the glue. And I mean, I kind of have to hold it here for a little bit myself. I have several clips, but they're going to clip it in the wrong way, in a way that they might get attached to the glue too. So when it comes to gluing these flowers onto clips, I have to put these into like very precarious positions, like surrounded by various containers and various areas. It's I get creative, to say the least. I'm trying to make sure it stays on top. On top, please. I want it to just be like right there. It's a beautiful flower. Trying to show all the angles. The clip is not staying. It needs to stay more upright. I just need to wedge it between a couple of these containers, I think. Move over. Put it on my uncle's tray because I have no room in my area. I have too many flowers. They're taking over my entire workstation. These flowers are ridiculous. Look at these flowers all over the place. I have to get them and I only have one of these made. And these are the easiest ones to make. I just cut off the little teeny piece that sticks out. Let me show you. Like this part. Like that part there. I just cut that sucker off. And there's a flat surface. And then I just shove the glue on. That's how I make these suckers. Just a little dab of glue. A little dab will do ya. One of my favorite stands. Get one of these purple ones on because I'm wearing purple. And then I get one of these mother trucking clips and clip it down so it stays in place, and it's just fat enough where it'll go far enough into the flower. I have to center this better. Okay, center, clip there, clip there. Son of a gun. Sometimes it's a little slippery and things go flying. And then I get glue all over my fingertips. I need to be wearing latex gloves because I have totally messed up my fingerprints over the last couple of days with this glue. Like, this glue is not the easiest to get off my skin. I really should be wearing gloves. I'm gonna smother this sucker in glue too. You're gonna get all glue everywhere. I like to make sure this stuff's secure. That's like the sweet spot right there. Just clip this. Stay. Yes. Perfect. Oh, I didn't mean to clip the freaking side like that. Dang it. I don't want it to get stuck in that position because it's been stuck like that for a while. I have to be very careful when it comes to pinning this so I don't pin the leaves like that of the flower. I want to make sure that they're not bent and deformed as much as possible to make it a nice looking flower in the end. Because if they are bent for too long, then they do kind of like get folded up and kind of like misshapen like this one kind of has, you know, it's been kind of shoved around. And I've had this flower for some time sitting inside, so I've used the stick as a spool for all my string. Let's see, where's my examples here? So these aren't the strings, but this is like my favorite string to use because of the black light factor. I use a lot of see-through beads so you can see the string underneath, so it can glow under a lot of different lighting. I think it's a good string to use, although I do need to get more neutral black and white, but it's hard to find the good cloth covered string. I'm also very lazy when it comes to looking for certain supplies. I get in a hurry. I did do this flower the other day. It's a little flat. I tried to get the petals to go more in different directions, but they all ended up in the same spot because that's how the glue settled it. And so the flower is kind of flat. The center, I put a bead. I glued a bead here to try and make this center part stand straight up because it wanted to lay that way to the right. So it still tilts a little bit to the right. I need to get some more glue in there. I need to get it to be more upright. This time I will use a clip. I will get some more glue. I'm going to get this sucker to lay the way I want it to lay. And sometimes it just takes a lot of trial and error when you're coming up with new ideas and new crafts and new things that you're trying to make. And this has been my second passion since I kind of got into it with the raving community with the sprouts, but honestly it has become a little bit part of my style when I started getting my braids and then putting my hair on the top of my head. And I really like that fake flower look in the top of my hair, and so I'm going to start mass producing lots of flowers and handing them out and spreading them out within the rave community, but I am also going to be selling them with my online shop if I ever can get monetized. Y'all, I've lost so many hours. I am like not even halfway there to monetization anymore. I was like 3/4 of the way there before, but I have lost so many watch hours over the last couple of months because I have not been doing consistent content, and I know I've been slacking. I've been in recovery hermit mode, guys. I've needed the rest, and it's taken a lot out of me to try, and I've seen a lot of new doctors. I've had a lot of blood taken from me. I have low red blood cells, and so I don't get as much oxygen to all of my muscles and everything as a normal person, so the fatigue is real. Like, when your body doesn't get enough oxygen everywhere to all its every part of me, because it's more of a sedentary lifestyle, because you get so exhausted and out of breath, and your body feels like jello, like you just did a full leg workout, but all over your body. If y'all have ever done a leg workout and done a real leg workout and you can barely walk the next day, well, imagine that's what it's like to be in full fatigue. Your entire body feels like that. It feels like it's like jello, and it can't, and it hurts, and no matter what you do, nothing helps. Except for rest. But then also, when you rest, when you have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and you're in one position for too long, then you get your bones just shift out of place because everything has been so relaxed that things are so susceptible to moving out of place. So just the wrong movement and breath at the right second can totally destroy my day. And it always happens when I'm waking up in the morning and I'm trying to like doze for like another 20 minutes or something. I reposition. That's when things start to go out. My brain isn't fully online yet, and so it's just, I basically need to just be in a body brace when I sleep or something, because I need to not be able to move and hurt myself when my body and brain comes online, so my brain can like get my muscles and everything ready for the day, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. For those that are not chronically ill, it's really hard to explain. It's just this complete exhaustion, pain, stiffness. As you age, you get arthritis, and I know a lot of people know what arthritis pain is like, and I have arthritis pain, but it shifts, and it depends on what I'm doing, and I have totally gotten through a lot of my arthritis by gaming and keeping my hands somewhat in shape, but not to the point of overuse. I can feel it when I overuse my hands on gaming. But I haven't had any pain with gaming for a long time, so very infrequently do I get pain with gaming. So it's such a great hobby for me to have when I'm in a flare, and I can't do much. I'm trying to work my way up to like waking my body up slowly. This is what it likes. This is what it needs. And in order for longevity to happen for a day for me, I have to take my time getting ready. And when I had doctor appointments and I have to get up first thing and I only have like 30 minutes to get my body ready to go and out the door, because my body is just completely offline, with brain offline, and it's just like a routine movement. Feed the dog, get up, get my drinks for the day, figure out what clothes I'm going to wear, and get out the door. I have to shower more frequently now, so I have to configure a shower schedule back into my routine because of my hair. My hair is a real problem. My mom's out here watching these neighbors. My mom's nosy. She always knows what's going on. Me, I don't give a crap. What they're doing. Whatever. It's their business, not mine. I'm here just trying to do my crafts and do my video here. I'm fixing another freaking... This thing is perpetually falling off. I gifted it to somebody in the crowd at Base Canyon, and then I found it on the ground because it got bent all the crap. And that got lost off of somebody's, whatever I clipped it to. So now I can't use the black clip that it came on because it obviously won't stay on that. So now I'm going to put it on just a silver one because that's all I've got. So I'm doing a lot of repairing of things, making more sprouts. I will turn anything and everything into a sprout. I love making clips. Now I'm going to have to order some more alligator clips because I'm getting kind of towards the bottom, and I also have a whole bunch of pumpkins to do. So I'm going to make some pumpkin clips too. So those are going to be cute holiday fun things to sell. I also have a whole bunch of these spiders now that came in these bouquets of flowers that I bought. Plus I got more of these things. So I'm going to try and make some spooky kind of clips or whatever. Since I am going to Boo Seattle, I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of Halloween stuff ready for that. And for any kind of markets. I don't know if it's too late to sign up for vending booths for selling things for the holidays. There's all kinds of bazaars and things going on. I also made these cute little ear clips. I'm not quite done. I want to add some like tinsel and stuff to hang off of it. So when you can put it in a bun or put it in ponytails, it will look super cute. I mean, it looks kind of cute now, but it needs more to it. So I'm going to add more to in here. I'm going to add like a sparkly faceted pink bead or something bright right here. Maybe something glow in the dark there. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I am slowly working on my ideas with these ears. I've never done ears before. And so this is the first time I am trying because my friend wants some cute ear clips. These are not really so much ears, they're more balls, but you know, I'm gonna try, and whether she uses them or not, yeah, it's not gonna hurt my feelings if she doesn't, because I don't know what she's looking for. I don't know if this is what she envisioned, but I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try and make something really cute, and I hope that she likes it, and maybe, even if she don't use it, maybe, you know, she'll find somebody that will. You know, she's a very big, active person in the community. I absolutely love my friend. I also made this thing. It's a big spider on like top of all this stuff. It is quite a glue mess underneath. So I don't know. I think I need to find something to put this on itself so it doesn't look so wonky. So I'm gonna think on this. Sometimes it takes me days, sometimes weeks for one project because I don't consistently, with my ADHD, I don't consistently work on any one thing for very long. I'm just like, I'm bored with that. Time to move on. Like, I still have so many bat necklaces to make. Like, seriously, guys, I have so many more of these to make. Plus, I have all these clips to make now, and I still want to do my unboxing videos for you guys. I don't feel like they're as popular with the company, you know, with the audience. You know, this is more of a vlogging kind of channel, you know, but, you know, maybe I do need to make a separate, like, raving channel or something. Maybe that's what I need to do, so I can, like, you know, attract the right attention for one channel versus the other. Maybe that's what I need to do. And I will use my rave name Space Cheese. So I guess I might be moving this stuff over to that, all the crafting and all that, and then I will keep this channel for strictly, you know, talking about the medical stuff and the updates and trying to be inspirational and stuff, and maybe try to keep both, you know, channels kind of separate from each other. So maybe that's what I need to do, and we'll see what's more successful too, you know. This could be a good thing that I'm doing this. It was suggested by one of my friends, and she is frustrated because she's like, you could take your stuff so much further, and I'm like, I know I could. I'm just not consistent enough, not yet, and what is it going to take for me to get there? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm not gonna give up on myself. I'm not a person that gives up. I don't give up easy. I'm a fighter. I want to fight to live till I'm 100, and I'm gonna figure out what's all wrong with me medically. And there's still digging I need to do because Western medicine is failing me right now, and I need some alternatives now. I need to go back to more holistic approaches. And the good news is, another medical part of my update is my pain management doctor is now doing acupuncture finally. He's finally all certified, and he's got the billing all planned for insurances and stuff. Oh, which reminds me, I need to call my insurance today and ask about acupuncture referral. All right, so I can find out how many visits I can get with acupuncture, because this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. To try a new avenue. I've been wanting to try acupuncture for years, guys, and I know it takes the right one for the right person. So I don't know if he's going to be the right acupuncturist for me, but he already kind of understands and knows my body a little bit. Does he know anything about Ehlers-Danlos? Heck no, he doesn't. And so I actually really want to teach him and show him the differences in slow time. I really want this partnership with our patient professional doctor relationship. I really want to show him what it's like. I really want him to see the differences between me and his regular population of people. He, even though every EDSer is different, we all have a lot the same underlying problem. Our collagen connective tissue is jacked up, and it doesn't act the way normal collagen connective tissue does. And you have to take that into consideration when it's absorption rates and stuff. And he does talk about how we did talk about with my upcoming surgery, which didn't give me much confidence in my neurosurgeon if she's giving my doctor, my pain management specialist doctor, the impression that she's not too confident in doing this surgery is going to help me. But you know what? I've been asking myself that very same question as well. Do I honestly think that this is going to be the answer to it? In the long run, no. In the interim, yes. I need to have this surgery for the interim. And I know it's not a long-term fix, and I know it comes with a lot of other risks right now, and it's scary. And I'm trying not to think about those risks too much, because I want to focus on manifesting a good outcome, and while maintaining a realistic outcome. It may not fix the pain that I'm thinking it's going to, like it did last time. It just might not. I might not be tethered where they think I'm tethered, and I honestly think that's part of the problem. I think I'm tethered elsewhere, and it's just convincing somebody of that. I am kind of upset and processing the feeling of not having the confidence in my neurosurgeon too, because she's under the impression that spina bifida is only a bony defect problem, but I've been doing a lot more research on it again, because I'm like, I just don't want to gaslight myself. I swear I know it's not just bony. I just know it's not just bony. I know that it's more than just that. And I'm like, so why does this neurosurgeon say that it's only a bony thing? And she wouldn't be able to tell me if it was spina bifida or not, because the bony thing that my last surgeon had worked on, he had given me a laminectomy and shaved some of it down. And so if it was spina bifida, she wouldn't be able to tell. So, okay, maybe she's 100% accurate on that part of it, but also, I don't know if anybody could be able to tell anyways, because of my surgery when I was like six years old. I had the telltale signs of spina bifida. They were the telltale signs of spina bifida back then. But in the 80s, that kind of stuff wasn't really, it was rare or whatever, so it wasn't even a thought in these doctors' minds out here in the Midwest, or Pacific Northwest, where I'm from. They thought it could have been cancerous because it had hair, and, it was the birthmark. It was the birthmark. The birthmark is what gives it away. But, even telling her I had that birthmark, she wasn't convinced that I had any kind of spina bifida. And that kind of worries me because I need her to believe that, because I need her to know that, because I think it really is. I know my body better than she does. And I know I don't have the knowledge that she has, but I have a lot of knowledge that she doesn't. Um, and the fact that I know my body. And I know it was spina bifida. I know it was. And one, I don't like to be challenged in that kind of way, but also my first neurosurgeon that did my first my tethered cord surgery, he also challenged me and told me I was wrong on so many levels about, because I was talking about vagus nerve stuff, but he's like, I'm not here to give you an education. And so him and I didn't start off on the right foot either. And so the only other time I'm honestly going to see my neurosurgeon is the day of surgery. I'm not going to see her anytime before that. So for her to give my pain management doctor the impression that, she's not confident and maybe not even finding anything, I don't know. I don't know if it was necessarily that what she put in the notes. I didn't read any of these notes. Maybe I do need to go in there and see if I can read the after visit summary, or see if I can read her notes. I don't know if I can or not. I haven't tried. I know I can with the VA, and I have with the VA, and sometimes I'd rather not know what the doctors say, honestly. I'd rather not know what they say. So I'm kind of not happy about my pain management doctor telling me that today. I'm like, really? I really don't need that kind of negativity in my impression about my neurosurgeon already. I already have my own opinion so far, and well, that helped my opinion be still not as good about her. But you have to have trust in your neurosurgeon, and you have to have faith in what they're going to do. But if they don't have faith in it, then what kind of faith should I have in them? I don't know if it's a good fit. And I've been reading a lot of things on a support group about a different surgery that is way better than what I'm doing. And so I'm really starting to second guess myself, like, should this really be the surgery that I'm doing? Is this the surgery that I'm meant to have? Or am I meant to have this tethered cord release that I already have set in motion? Is this my path that I take in order to get to that next surgery? Or do I try to skip this one and just go straight on to the next one? So I've been really reflective about this over the last week or so, about how I feel about this. And now the new information from my pain management doctor yesterday, I'm like, do I really have much faith in this helping me? I believe it'll help me. And I have faith for my chiro and my PT that it will help too. How long it will help, that's the question. That is the question I myself want to know, because when I hear my neurosurgeon say that she's never heard of anybody tethering that fast within 3 to 4 months after surgery, which is about the time that everything starts to repressurize in the right amount of time in your brain, which honestly now can make sense to me, and why I still feel the Chiari on the right side. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. So, with me seeing all these people in this other support group for this other type of surgery that I'm now considering or thinking about, now that I've seen so many stories about, and then also my neurosurgeon saying that she's never seen it like this. But then I've seen so many cases online in these support groups stating the otherwise, that they tethered even faster than I did after their surgery. And they've had multiple surgeries, multiple tethered cord release. And then it wasn't until, And each surgery had taken a toll on them in different ways, and some of them ended up having more damage after the tether cord release than they did before, and so I also run that risk as well. So that's the thing to consider as I keep going forward in the steps of trying to continue to get this surgery. So I'm keeping in mind everything that my neurosurgeon has said, my pain management specialist has said, my chiropractor, my physical therapist, getting all these different various specialist points of view is very important. Having a big care team and being able to trust your care team is a big thing. And I don't know how much I trust all of my care team. I'm not 100% happy with all of them. I feel like they could be doing more, but I don't have the energy myself to continue pushing for more right now. I'm in this limbo state of trying to decide, am I really doing the right thing with this surgery? I am moving forward with it. I'm going to be doing it, but I keep questioning myself. Is this the move for right now? Because otherwise, I know the consequences of what not having surgery is going to do, and it's going to continue this path of autoimmunity and autoimmune problems progressively getting worse and wonkier if I don't get this surgery done now. There's too much tension on my spinal cord, and I need to relieve it no matter what. It's just how much more scar tissue is this going to add, and how much more chance and how much faster, hopefully not faster, is this going to happen. And then also, this neurosurgeon's technique is different. And I was hoping that she would do and take an extra step of making sure that the dura is 100% closed, doing the pressurized test. And she told me that that's not something she does. And to hear her not to say that when I read several other research articles stating that it would be a good idea to do those before closing the person up to see higher success rate, because they have seen higher success rates when they've done that. But also, these aren't neurosurgeons that work with EDS people like me, which complicates things 100%, complicates it that much more, because we're different. Our bodies respond differently than to how others do. So you go with the doctor that has worked on the most patients like me, even though you don't feel as confident with them. So the next step is figuring out how to see these other neurosurgeons after I go through with this surgery, because I have a feeling, I am going to do the best that I can. I know I can prolong a better outcome with continuing physical therapy that I'm currently enrolled in, and I have continuously have authorizations for to continue going. Sometimes I have a break in it because of my authorization lapsing too long in between authorizations with the VA, because slow people. Story of a disgruntled disabled veteran moment. Throw that in part of my description. I'm a disgruntled disabled veteran at times as well, people. Because I get effed around with. Gosh, I need more clamps, yo. I need more clamps for my flowers. I hope I can try and use these small ones, maybe. It's really going to squish my flowers, though. Maybe I'll squish some of the red ones. We'll see how one of these small ones work out. We'll see. Working with all these different disabilities is so hard. My numbers are all off for all kinds of labs right now. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. I hope I don't mess this flower up too much. Come on, I just need the clamp on it. Right there. Clamp on it from the other side too, maybe? Maybe that's what it needs. So it doesn't like rock too far on one side. So I'm putting equal pressure on both sides of the flower pen to keep it in place, because it keeps wanting to slide because there's a little bit of a hump. Like if you look at this, it's a little bit of a hump. So I'm having to fight with the pen rolling off to the side of it. And so that's the clamp reason. That's the reason for the clamps. I gotta see if I got more in my toolbox, guys. Excuse me, I am in my loungewear, and so I'm not 100% dressed for the day. Oh, my shoulder just popped out of place. A rib just popped out, my thoracic back doing that. Just pulling this off the shelf. Threw my back out. I need a bigger toolbox. I need a way bigger toolbox. My Choco cat. I do have some more clamps. Alright. I didn't think these ones would work, but they do. So I'm going to pull them all out. Use every clamp that I've got. I need to remind myself to buy more at Dollar Tree because those big ones come in handy. The bigger ones do, than these smaller ones. I thought the smaller ones would come in handier. Nope, the bigger ones do. I have way more smaller than I do bigger. My dyslexia. Dyslexic brain. Get all my work gloves back in. These are extra wrist support ones when I have weak wrists. So when I gotta do lifting and stuff, and which in fact I do need to go to my storage unit today, so I guess I need to take those out and use those. Some other pliers. I really need to get some better pliers too. My wire, not pliers, my wire cutting. These ones are sucky. They are so dull. I need to buy some updated tools. These are just cheapos. Alright, time to put this back. Maybe I can put my back into place by putting this back up. If only. I got my base canyon. I was a little bit chilly this morning, so I was using this out here. I'll cover myself up from when I'm chilly. Oh shoot, I forgot to take my level back in. That's just gonna have to wait. So yeah, so I made one of my pumpkin. Here, I'll put this in right now for this side until the other ones are ready to go. So I have a pumpkin in my hair. There. That's cute. That's really cute. I need some bangs. That's what I need to do. I need to cut some bangs to get rid of my bald spots up front. I'll just have some bangs hanging down. I really am thinking more and more about like shaving my head or getting a really short cut again. I'm waiting until after my rave events just so I have some hair to clip some crap onto. But after that, mark my words, I'm getting a haircut, yo. I really love my fine little baby hairs up front. I really love that hair. My little hairs. The calic I have right here is so terrible. It's a bad, bad calic. It really messes with me when I have bangs. So, I'm trying to have bangs. I'm trying to have little comb over bangs. Hold on. My little fine hair. I had a mole removed right here, so I have a scar. There. My little bangs. So far, these are the cuffs that I have to sell. There's just no way I can give this one out. This one is just my favorite, and I don't want to part with it. It would take the right amount of money for somebody to buy it off of me because it's one of my favorites. I've already given away some of my other favorite ones. And then this is another one I have to sell. Because it is a March baby one. It's a March sapphire. So, how can I just give somebody like, hey, is your birthday in March? Oh, okay, here, you can have this. Or, oh, it's not in March. Okay, my bad. Okay, later. I'd rather somebody that buys it for somebody that, has that birthday around that time. It's a nice cuff. I really like it. It's really pretty. It's got the sparkles throughout all the stuff. So I really love those two cuffs. I still need to do my tutorial of making a cuff, but I'm in the process of doing these flowers right now. My OCD is kind of like, get all this crap off here, and then you can feel like less cluttered, and you can make your phone calls and do your tutorial. And I've had this cleaned off multiple times, and I keep buying stuff and sabotaging myself from having a clean desk to get everything done that I really need to get done. Like, I really need to call the mobility scooter place because they called me to set up something. They left me a voicemail 3 days ago, and I am still slacking on getting them called back. So, my bad. I hate that. This is so hard to get this on here. On both angles. Glue, get off my fingers. I ended up rubbing it all over my freaking table. That's my camping table, honestly. This is my camping table I have set up in my garage, my parents' garage, to work on my crafting stuff. I don't know how to get this one on here like this. I need a bigger clip. I don't want it off center. So I need the other clip on the other side to navigate it to stay there. Stay there. Come on, get back on there. Get on there. I'm like gluing the pedals down to it. Oh my goodness. Get on there and stay. It's a crooked flower. Okay, I need to get maybe get two of the same kind of clips on it, I think, to make it work. This side like this. And then this side like this. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not working with these clips. Oh my gosh, there. Finally. I got it figured out right in the right spot. right there. Now I need to add more glue in there just to make sure. Stay connected, yo. Stay connected. Okay. That is a hard one. These clips are not easy to use with this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but anyway, thank you for chilling with me, guys. I'm just trying to wake up and get my crafting going. I got flowers galore over here to try and get in here, all clipped up and glued up. Make my phone calls. I need to call out Mobility Place. So I have my little notebook out, or my big notebook out here with my pen, so I can write down the phone number from the voicemail, take down any notes about anything I need to do, if they need me to do anything else. Okay, national. Because I kept getting this like text message and I kept thinking it was spam because I'm like, I didn't order anything. What is this company? And I tried to put the company, I didn't like want to click on the link because what if it was like, hacking me or, something, I don't click on unknown links in my text messages. And so for me to get a text message from this NSF, I'm like, what is NSF? And it says something about your shipment is ready to go. Just need some more information from you. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to just get some random person that on a text message my information of what information. I don't want to click on it. So anyway, I finally get a phone call and I put the initials together and I'm like, oh, I think that's who it was. But I'm going to actually talk to them on the phone first before I because I want to verify that they got the order from this person's name. And, I just, I'm very leery. I don't want anybody to scam me. There's a lot of scams out there, and this is through Medicare. So, I don't trust anybody on the phone or text, let alone text, what companies like in the medical field really text anymore, or text, hardly any, but there are getting to be more and more options with texting with medical companies now, with like appointment reminders and text messaging and this and that. But something to sign up for more registration, it just didn't sit well with me. Usually that's by email or something, but I don't really check my email, so that's my bad. So national mobility. National as NSF and as scooter, national scooter. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up again. They left it on my voicemail, but anyways, so hopefully I have my mobility scooter soon. I'm going to give the call back, find out what this is about, and continue crafting while I make this phone call because I get put on hold and stuff. And, maybe they just need to verify my shipping address and make sure, bill me for, how much my portion is compared to how much Medicare is paying. I don't know if there's upfront costs, there's a lot of information I need to find out too. So, wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna try and get this stuff done and also still get dressed for the day. At least I've taken my medication so far. I'm really proud of myself. Usually, I've been slacking all week until, there was one day I didn't take my medication until 6 o'clock at night. Yeah, I was just busy all day long and exhausted, and I had to do my infusion today too, so I have to try and work that into my schedule. And I had to go to my storage unit and get my stuff out and swap stuff around. And I don't want to do it in the middle heat of the day, but usually that's when I'm more functional, is during the hottest part of the day. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where things take me. See if I can get my body moving faster, and hopefully the muscles are awake enough so I can go do that storage unit stuff before it gets too much hotter. Because it's going to get hot. least in the 80s, mid 80s. So I don't really want to be moving stuff around in that kind of heat. And I haven't ate anything yet. You know, I usually try and eat a banana first thing and have a protein shake in the afternoon to get me going until the afternoon. Then I can get home and eat something usually. But I need to try and do that stuff before I go out and do all that storage unit stuff, especially if it's during the heat, you know, and I got to make sure I pack enough water with me and take water with me and make sure I have my long protective sleeves on and, you know, make sure I'm not wearing my stupid flip-flops. Gotta wear some better shoes and in case I drop things on my feet, because I know I'm going to stub my foot on something if I don't, or drop something on my foot. Who knows? I'm very clumsy. So anyways, thank you so much for y'all chilling with Chronically Happy, and it's been a long episode. It's, you know, this is how long it takes me to wake up in the morning to get motivated, to get, you know, things in gear. You know, I've been really enjoying coming out in the morning and just sitting here sometimes for hours, just crafting and making things. I made my best friend and I best friend bracelets. They're so pretty. These are mood changing heart and beads right next to it, and then some fancy beads, you know, surrounding the BFF. So fancy beads around the BFF, and then mood beads surrounding the heart and the heart. So we both have matching bracelets, and I really hope she likes it. It's kind of fancier than the normal, you know, candy that, you know, wear. And I like the fancier black, and I feel like it's something that she might actually wear more frequently, maybe. You know, she can stand to wear bracelets. You know, we'll see. You know, she's not much of a bracelet person, but I'm trying to force her to be, because she's a raver. Come on. Start getting into the candy with me. Be supportive of me. Wear my shit. Wear my stuff that I give you, baby. I love you, you know. So I just know she's picky with what she wears. So it's hard for us to coordinate because she's picky, and everybody's picky. I mean, I guess I'm picky too, you know. I want to wear what I want to wear. And so it's hard to coordinate with other women because we're very competitive people, but we're also very, you know, we want to try and uplift each other and help each other out, and, you know, tell the truth when something looks good and doesn't. So I got to try on the clothes that she, my BFF that got me back into raving 6 years ago. I made her this bracelet. I made her the ears. I'm still working on the ears. The right things will come along. I need to go back to Dollar Tree. Alright guys, I am signing off. I finally got ready for the day. The cute fit. And now I'm going to get ready to film my unboxing videos and do whatever else I need to do today. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. Peace out.